Have you ever stared at an exam question, your mind as blank as a winter sky, desperately clawing for answers that vanish like smoke? You've studied for hours, scribbled notes, repeated facts aloud. Why can't you remember? This isn't just about exams. It's about how life itself seems to slip through our fingers when we need it most. But what if I told you the answer isn't about studying harder? It's about something far deeper, something the Buddha uncovered over 2,500 years ago, a secret about the mind itself. Picture this: a student hunched over a desk, lamplight pulling around her textbooks. She's read every chapter, memorized every formula. But when the test lands on her desk, panic rises. Her thoughts scattered like leaves in a storm. She's not alone. We've all been there, frustrated, frantic, wondering why our brains betray us. The Buddha called this forgetfulness, and he didn't blame laziness or a lack of effort. He pointed to 5 invisible thieves stealing our focus, 5 shadows he named the hindrances. Let's start with the first thief, kamacanda, craving. Imagine trying to fill a cup with water while someone keeps tipping it sideways. That's what happens when your mind clings to desires. The next scroll on your phone, it's the crush you can't stop thinking about, the itch for distraction. The Buddha said a mind drunk on craving is like a monkey swinging from branch to branch, never still, never present. You might be staring at a page, but your thoughts are miles away, tangled in fantasies or fears. And here's the kicker: the harder you fight to focus, the tighter those cravings grip. But cravings aren't the only saboteurs. Meet the second hindrance, vyapada, anger. Think of a time you argued with someone before an important task. Heat in your chest, jaw clenched, replaying the fight like a broken record. Anger doesn't just cloud judgment, it burns everything in its path. The Buddha compared an angry mind to a lake churned by wind, murky, unsettled, incapable of reflecting the moon's light. How can knowledge take root in soil scorched by resentment? It can't. And so, the answers you know dissolve like salt in boiling water. Now, the third thief, dhanamita, sloth. You felt it, the heavy eyelids, the fog creeping into your thoughts, the voice whispering, just 5 more minutes. But this isn't ordinary tiredness. It's a numbness that smothers curiosity, a blanket over the fire of attention. The Buddha warned that sleepiness isn't just physical, it's a dullness of spirit. Picture a gardener neglecting their plants, letting weeds choke the flowers. Without vigilance, the mind becomes that overgrown garden, barren and forgetful. Then comes the fourth hindrance, haku kuka, restlessness and regret. Ever tried meditating while your brain replays every awkward conversation you've ever had? That's restlessness. It's the itch to check notifications, the anxiety humming under your skin. Regret, its twin, is worse. A shadow that follows you, whispering, you should have done better. The Buddha called this pair the mind's fever, a sickness that leaves no room for clarity. You can't absorb new truths when you're haunted by old ghosts. Finally, the fifth thief, vicikitsa, doubt. Not the healthy kind that asks questions, but the corrosive doubt that whispers, you're not smart enough. Why even try? It's a trapdoor beneath your feet. The Buddha knew doubt could paralyze even the brightest minds. Imagine planting seeds while constantly digging them up to check if they've sprouted. Nothing grows. Nothing sticks. Here's the twist. The Buddha didn't just diagnose the problem. He offered a cure, one so simple, it's almost radical. Meditation. Not the cross-legged, chant forest kind, unless that's your thing, but something far more accessible. He called it bhavana cultivation. Think of it as mental gardening. Each breath is a trowel turning the soil. Each moment of focus, a pull against the weeds. Start small. 5 minutes at dawn, watching the rise and fall of your chest. Notice the craving, the anger, the restlessness, and let them pass. Don't wrestle them. Don't judge. Just breathe. A student once told me meditation felt like waking up from a dream. Slowly, the hindrances lost their grip. Cravings became passing clouds. Anger cooled into understanding. Restlessness settled like dust in still air. And doubt, it melted like frost under the morning sun. The Buddha's genius was this: a calm mind isn't empty, it's receptive. Imagine a forest pool, undisturbed, reflecting the sky perfectly. That's the mind freed from the five thieves. Clear, sharp, alive. But let's get practical. You're not a monk in a mountain temple. You've got deadlines, distractions, a life buzzing with noise. Here's the secret. Mindfulness isn't about escaping the chaos. It's about anchoring in it. Next time you study, pause. Feel the weight of the book in your hands. Hear the scratch of your pen. When your mind wanders to a fight or a fantasy, gently tug it back. No scolding. No drama. Just return. This isn't about perfection. It's about practice. And what happens when you do? The Buddha promised something extraordinary. Smrti. Remembering. Not just facts, but your own capacity to learn, to grow, to be present. That student who blanked on her exam. She began sitting each morning, watching her breath. Weeks later, she told me, the answers didn't just come back. They stayed. Life will always test us. Hindrances will creep in. But the Buddha's wisdom isn't a relic. It's a toolkit. Each breath, each moment of awareness is a step out of the fog. The mind isn't your enemy. It's a mirror. Clean the dust, and it will show you everything you need to see. So the next time you forget, don't panic. Don't rage. Pause. Breathe. And remember, the sky is always clear above the clouds. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe. Let's keep exploring life's hidden gardens together.